to HODL Harmony, where the beat of the blockchain, that was just kind of abrupt. We'll just turn it down a bit. Where the beat of the blockchain meets the rhythm of riches. Are you riding this crypto wave with me? I am Tom Durante, the Maestro Durante, a crypto enthusiast who got into this wild world back in 2020 with a GPU mining rig. With my music background and my background music, I bring a unique vibe. Did I turn it up? Did I get it? Did I get it? Is it still quiet? Still quiet, or is that better? I'm gonna read my script for a minute because I almost have it memorized, but not quite. Is this better? Is this better? Can you hear me better? Hello and welcome to HODL Harmony. It looks like it's better. Where the beat of the blockchain meets the rhythm of riches. Whoa, that's fun. Are you riding this crypto wave with me? I'm Tom Durante, the Maestro, a crypto enthusiast who jumped into this wild world back in 2020 with a GPU mining rig. I keep forgetting that. I'm bullish on Bitcoin and Cardano, but I also love chasing profits with other coins. See, good thing I'm reading my script. With my music background and my background music, I bring a unique vibe to breaking down the crypto economy. Think of it as a soundtrack to your HODL journey. Really? Sounds very loud on my end. How's this? That's like peaking. That sounds like crap. What do we got? I noticed that yesterday when I was watching it. It did sound kind of quiet. How are we feeling? Is this all right? What do we think? I turned it up. Oh, what's that? My headphones level. Reverb. I've got it almost all the way up. A little quiet. Don't you know if I could turn total volume up or something? Oh, let's see. Sounds better for me. Don't worry about it and read that script. Let me turn it up just a little bit. I just want to make sure I get it all set right. That looks a little bit louder. How am I sounding? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It does sound a bit louder. I mean, it's always sounded like super loud to me, so. And then when I go and watch it, I'm like, what's going on? Why is this so quiet? Is that better? Better, butter? Where's the microphone? Oh, the microphone is kind of turned away from me. How is this? That sounds a little bit better. Let's try. Okay, like you can see, we are on the ground floor here. We are still tweaking the process. Let's see, think of it as a soundtrack to your hodling journey. Here on HODL Harmony, expect, I'm just gonna say it, daily videos with market updates, simple technical analysis to read those charts, wallet guides to keep your coins safe, stories from my ongoing mining journey, and practical crypto tips, whether you're new or a seasoned hodler. I'm here to learn and grow with you. I may be a few years ahead of you on your journey, but I am no expert, just passionate. So as always, do your own research. And if you want to help out the channel with the YouTube algorithm, please hit that like button, smash the subscribe button, poke the notification bell, and share this video with your friends and your family, especially the ones who are not into this crypto world yet. Are you ready? Look at us. We can see a price over here. We're sitting pretty above 103. And our subscribers are blasting off. We are 2,440. 2,440. By the end of the week, maybe even by tomorrow, we'll be at 25K. No, not 25K. I wish, that'd be awesome. 2.5K. That's what we'll be at. Anyway, I've got some plans for some new shorts. Let's see, we'll give you a sneak peek. What did I plan out today? I did a couple of planning out things here. So my YouTube myths, yeah, that's all right. You know what, Butters? They'll come. We have built it. You know, the field of dreams? We have built it, and they will join us when the time is right. this market is still just getting started. That's, I think, the most important thing to realize, is that we are so early, even still here at $103,000 Bitcoin. So 2 videos that I planned out today. With the help of Grok, the basics of cryptocurrency terms and concepts. That'll bring in some more people, and I'm gonna advertise the hell out of that. So we're gonna get that going. Basics. And then the role of blockchain in society. I may even just take some time and record those later today and start working on them. I'm not gonna put them out just yet. I'm not gonna rush things. I got that last video, I really was very proud of it. I don't care if it takes off or not. From what I understand, you put things out, they hit or they miss, and then as long as they're up on your channel, whenever people come and genuinely discover you, they will binge all of the content that's on there. So it could still take off in the future. I haven't even looked and saw my numbers. I've been busy. We are in the last couple of weeks of school, and I am so excited. Oh, and Durante's House of Music is taking off too. We're at 2.1 thousand. It's just a little bit behind. Oh, even though I started it first, I don't know. I think Bitcoin's just more popular right now. That's all right. But I think as the bear market comes, whenever it comes in 2026 or whatever, that this channel will start to go down or stabilize or whatever, and then the music will take us through. So between the two of these things, it's a great ebb and flow. It's a great balance. So yeah, so we're at 2,442. So that's a little bit delayed there. My short that I just made, let's see, I have been getting so many freaking bot comments and stuff like that. All right, so my 5 Bitcoin myths, it has a good amount. It's got 400 views and 43 likes, which is pretty good for, I think, that number, because I have one here that's 1.9 thousand views and only 13 likes. So I think it's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's looking all right. I'm not too worried about it. And I get all these random great content. Thank you. This might not be directly related, but I wanted to ask. I have some USDT in my OKX wallet, and I have a recovery phrase. And then they list the recovery phrase. Like, that's not a real person. What steps do I need to follow to transfer the USDT to BitGet? I don't know. Leave me alone. You are not a real person. Anyway, so if you see those, just report them. Right now, I can do it. I'm reporting them as spam because that's what they are. So if you see it, report it. If you see something, say something. Because as this channel grows, I may not be able to get to all these as fast as I would like to, but hopefully I can. All right, let's break down the latest crypto news. Let's see what we got. Today's crypto news roundup. Yo, hashtag me too, Roman. My buddy Roman. Here is a fresh roundup of 10 top crypto news stories for your HODL Harmony live stream on Wednesday, May 14th, 2025, tailored to today's development and based on the latest available information. These stories mix market trends, institutional moves, and regulatory shifts to keep your audience engaged. We're ditching the headphones. There they go. All right, here we are. Number 1, Bitcoin stabilizes above $103,000. Bitcoin gained 1.5%, holding steady above $103,400. I need to learn how to read numbers. That would be great. With lower volatility signaling market maturity per live mint. Analysts see potential for an upward move if it clears $104,000 resistance. I think we'll get there. I don't know. Wednesday is our time for reversal, so who knows? Maybe we'll take off the next couple days here. Number 2, Ethereum climbs to $2,647. Ethereum surged 8.55% to $2,647.38, boosting its market cap to $319 billion, driven by Pectra upgrade optimism and institutional buying, including Abraxas Capital $500 million ETH purchase. All right. Number 3, Tether's $458 million Bitcoin buy. Tether invested $458.7 million in Bitcoin for 21 Capital's SPAC merger SPAC with the Cantor Equity Partners, reinforcing its push to diversify USDT reserves. Let's change up the music here, although I can't hear it anymore. And I don't know if you can either. Number 4, CFTC's Mersingers joins Blockchain Association. CFTC Commissioner Summer Mersinger will become the CEO of the Blockchain Association on June 2nd. Excuse me. Yo, it's Chris. Welcome back into the chat. I was hoping you'd find us yesterday. Welcome back, welcome back. Yesterday was a little crazy, and it was funny, just after you said life is crazy, life went crazy. So I'm sorry you didn't get back into it, but I'm glad you're here. Everybody's back in the chat. We got 4 people in here. Let's get it going here. So, CEO of the Blockchain Association on June 2nd, replacing Kristen Smith, signaling stronger crypto advocacy. There you go, that's what we want. Everything is really, truly aligning into a place where crypto is just going to become mainstream. And if it doesn't happen 100% this cycle, it's going to happen soon. So, I hope you're ready. Hope your bags are packed for this crypto wave. Number 5, JP Morgan's blockchain milestone. JP Morgan completed a blockchain transaction with Chainlink and Ondo Finance, a move hailed on X as a step towards mainstream DeFi adoption. Well, that's exciting. That's very exciting. That's all right. Just keep watching the Discord. Were you able to get back in the Discord? I haven't seen you chatting in there. Were you able to get that figured out with your email and stuff? I hope you got in there. If you guys see me looking down, oh, check this out. Look at this camera. We got the tan cam being used as like a background view. So if you see me looking over here, it's because I'm looking at your chats. And this is my OBS. And then up here is my computer through the TV. So like, look at this. Look at the wide angle. Oh, you better figure it out, because we miss you in there, sir. We miss you. The more the merrier. Get in there. All right. Something I'm not, I don't know. Anytime I see Solana, I just kind of get like, meh, okay. But this is bad for Solana, so meh, okay, whatever. Number 6. Although, full disclosure, I do hold 2 Solana. So like, I'm waiting for it to do something so I can ditch it. Keyboard on keyboard. Keyboard on keyboard. Look at that. Stream Deck, mouse, Cello Bridge, Bitcoin, Cardano, more Bitcoin, Tesla. That's like literally my car. That's pretty cool. Anyway, let's get back into it here before I start up with the playtime again. So, Solana slips to $180. Oh, poor Solana. Solana dipped 2% to $180, despite leading 24-hour network revenue among Layer 1 and Layer 2 chains, reflecting mixed sentiment amid broader altcoin rally. All right, and we talked a little bit about Pi Network yesterday. Pi Network's $100 million VC fund. Pi Network launched a $100 million venture capital fund to drive real-world crypto use cases, fueling speculation of a Binance listing after a Cryptic X teaser. Interesting. And I did try to get into my Pi wallet, but it has been so long, I'm going to have to look through my passwords and stuff because I don't know how to get into it. That's going to be fun. I hope I wrote that down. Because I spent a lot of time, there was only like 300 in there, but it took me a long time. You don't get a lot of Pi when you mine. So it took me a long time to get in there. I hope I don't have to start all over. Number 8, France tightens crypto security. French authorities imposed stricter crypto security measures following the Paymium kidnapping. I guess that was the company of whoever that guy was kidnapped and got his finger severed. Kidnapping aimed to curb rising crypto-related crimes. I hope they can figure it out. keep us crypto people safe, because it's the future. Everybody's going to be in crypto, and then hopefully these criminals will be like, well, maybe we just get in on it instead of stealing things. I don't understand. I play a Star Trek game, not to go too much into the weeds here, but I play this Star Trek game on my phone. And you got your little ships, you build, it's called Star Trek Fleet Command. Maybe they'll sponsor me, that'd be kind of cool. But anyway, they're not at the moment. So you build this little fleet of these ships, and you get all the characters and stuff, and you go out and you do missions and you mine resources, right? So as you're mining these resources, sometimes people will just come and attack you. I'm like, bro, there are so many resources. Just go mine your own. Why you gotta take mine? Why you gotta hit my station? Why you gotta hit my ships? I don't get it. It's not my mentality. Oh yeah, so you're in Pi too. I probably, I think I've been in it a little bit before that. I can't remember. I think it was like 21 or 22. I'm pretty sure I saw it on BitBoy, because BitBoy is the only other person that I have in my network. So if I get back in there, Chris, maybe you could hook up to my network and we can boost our pies together. That'd be pretty cool. I haven't been in there, so I need to get in there. I'll take a look at that. Something else we need to take a look at is my node. My node should be done. My node should be done. I haven't looked at it. I want to get surprised later. So that's cool. I'm glad you're into Pi. I hope it does something. That's pretty cool. All right, number 9. We're almost done here. UBS sees Asian crypto shift. UBS, I believe that's a bank, reported high net worth Asian clients pivoting from USD assets to crypto, gold, and Chinese markets, signaling a global wealth reallocation. Interesting, interesting. That would be awesome. Let's hook it up. So I'm gonna figure out my Pi, you figure out your Discord, and we'll combine. We'll bring the two together. And maybe we'll get Mr. Butters in on Pi. Number 10. Roman, are you in on Pi? I can't remember if you were in on Pi. Number 10. Van Eyck's tokenized treasury fund. Van Eyck launched a tokenized U.S. treasury fund on Solana, Ethereum, BNB chain, and Avalanche, expanding access to the tokenized real-world assets. Hashtag fat. Hashtag me too. That's my hashtag me too. I can join you there. I like to, sit where I'm sucking it in, but sometimes I get comfortable, and I just had a birthday, so, a couple weeks ago, but I've been eating like not very well, so yeah. Anyway, let's get some talking points in here for the chat. Bitcoin's $103,000 hold. Steady climb or stalling out? I think you know what I think. Ethereum's $2,647 surge. Altcoin season kicking off? Question mark. Tether's Bitcoin buy. Bullish for BTC or stablecoin flex? Pi Network's venture capital fund. Legit growth or listing hype? And UBS's Asian crypto pivot. Will the West follow? Where were you when the West Wall fell? I don't know. Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings. All right, let's check it in. And look at this. You get 2 views. You got one over here, you got one over here. Look at that. Isn't that cool? That's the Tan Cam, but when Tanner's not here, it's just the Cam. I'm sorry. All right, so our session was disconnected. Oh, I like what I see. Do you see what I see? Look at that. I don't know why. I think I'm getting sick. I got the sniffles going on a little bit. Look at that. It happens to be right on that blue line that's in the middle there. Let me see. Can I... anyway, I'm not going to mess with anything here. But you can see a nice big old fat, speaking of hashtag fat, hashtag me too. That's a big green candle right there. I like it. I like it. After some sideways chop for a couple of days, that's going to be nice. This was a decent... Oh, look what I see. Look what else I see. Do you see what I see? Again, a big old W. WWW, followed by a little W. I don't know if that means anything, or you could read it like this. That's the thing about these charts, is you can really look at them and make them say what you want, kind of like statistics, but that is clearly a W pattern. And if we were to look at like a 4-hour chart or something, it may look a little differently, but I like the 1-hour chart. I'm sticking to it. But that is a lovely little candle right there. Let's zoom this in. Look at that. How much time do we have left on this candle? Oh, there it is. Okay, about a half an hour left. I don't plan to be on too long. I just want to get in, get out, give you a little update. So we are looking at $103,693.71. Does that match up? 817. So there's a little gap here, so we're gapping up a bit. You know, you see this thing on the side of my screen up here above my head. This is from a different exchange. So I'm getting this information from Coinbase, you can see here on my trading view. All right, let's check in with our favorite ADA. My favorite, your favorite. Ooh, I got something to tell you. What I did today, I showed you my crypto.com, no, my Coinbase card. I showed you the Coinbase card. What I did today was I hooked it up. It was hooked up to my USDC account, and I don't really have any USDC. I have like $2 in there. And so I hooked it up to my Cardano account. And I have a couple $100 in there. So that's gonna be my buy and replace. I'm gonna use that as buy and replace money. I'm gonna live off the crypto standard. And I encourage you to do the same. Let's look real quick. So Coinbase has a card. Let's see if Uphold has a card too. I'm pretty sure, I don't know. I think I joined the waitlist if they do. Let's see what we got here. Vault, integrations. It doesn't look like they have a card yet. More, nope, I don't see a card. So Uphold does not yet have a card. So you're gonna have to go through Coinbase and get a card so that you can be a part of the crypto economy. We need to fill this economy up with financial transactions, not garbage transactions. I can't hear the music, but I'm gonna change it any hoozles. Let's see what we got. Let's try this one. I don't remember what this one is. I know it's kind of quiet over there. So what I noticed when hopefully you've noticed the volume stabilized, it looks a little bit better, hopefully for you. I don't know if you can even hear that music, but I've got it so low. But what I noticed is when I have the headphones on, I kind of talk a little quieter. Whoa, that's kind of loud. You gotta let me know what the balance is between the music and my voice. Oh, look at that beautiful candle up there. We are at 80 cents. So when I get the headphones off, I just talk normal. When I have them on, I talk kind of quiet. So I think that might be what was going on earlier. All right, big old green candle coming up here. I really like the look of that. Like the look of that. What's coming up here? Retail sales, PPI, I don't know what that means. PPI, mom. Month over month, I don't know what that means. Retail sales, I bet you our options trader guy could tell us. All right, so we're looking good. We're in an uptrend. Hopefully this continues the rest of the night and into tomorrow. I just want to check in here just to see what's going on. Oh, that's Bitcoin. I was gonna say that looks exactly like the Bitcoin chart. All right, look at that. Crypto's up, dollars going down. All right, that's kind of what we want to see. All right, let's look at our fear and greed, or overall market sentiment. Let's just refresh this. Yep, look at that. So we're still within the greed. We're a little bit lower than we were. We're at 71. Okay, our Bitcoin. We are in Bitcoin season here. So 34, this is the altcoin season index, right? We're looking at 34 out of 100. We're on the Bitcoin side of this. Not 100%, but pretty much. All right, our crypto market cap. Whoa, did not mean to do that. Crypto market cap hitting a little resistance here at $3.4 trillion. Ooh, what's the breakdown? Oh, that's cool. I'm gonna keep that up. Okay, look at this. This is way more detail. So orange is Bitcoin, $2 trillion. It should be the pinned comment. Do you see the pinned comment? I'm gonna copy it and paste it here for you, but I'm pretty sure it's the pinned comment. Let me see if this works. There you go. There you go. Get on in there. Join the conversation. Okay, I really like this graph. I'm gonna leave this like this. So $2 trillion Bitcoin, that's our $100,000 mark. Okay, Ethereum has 3 billion. So I mean, there's just an ocean of liquidity, market cap in between Bitcoin and everything else, right? It's just an ocean of liquidity or whatever, market cap, right? There's no comparison. You have Bitcoin and then you have the rest of the market, basically. That's what you're looking at. So Bitcoin is dominant. And as Bitcoin hits a peak, you know, maybe somewhere around 140,000, maybe 150,000, it's gonna pull back, right? It's just natural for it to do so. When that happens, liquidity will flow into these other projects, and we'll see the Bitcoin part of that graph get smaller, and we'll get ETH get bigger, stablecoins get bigger. Stablecoins are a big deal. I didn't realize how much of a big deal they are, but I was reading something, I think it was on some of my X posts, that a lot of the developing world and other countries use and utilize stablecoins when they don't have access to banks or dollars and things like that. So pretty interesting. Let's reload this here. So we have dipped. Did we dip? I think we were at number 5, weren't we? So Amazon maybe going up a bit. We're flip-flopping here with Amazon. But in short order, we're gonna overtake that. Like I said, oh, Nvidia took over Apple, because I was like, remember a little Nvidia for lunch, a little Apple for dinner, and whatever. Microsoft the next day is leftovers, because that's what we're looking at as we build up momentum here. And the next target is gold. And my student Nephestos told me that, you know, he saw that. Oh yeah, this. Sorry guys, it's all over. It's all over. But Nephestos told me, well, I guess I have exposure to Bitcoin now. And I was like, yes, you do, because our little story yesterday, Coinbase is in the S&P 500, and he is an S&P 500 bro. So he's into that S&P 500, and that's that. But unfortunately, fellows, Bitcoin is done. It's time to move on. I'm sorry to say, Bitcoin's dead. It has died. Oh, I'm sorry. That was the Washington Post in 2016. So I'm glad it's not dead, because, yeah, that would be tragic. But it's not. I don't think it's even possible. So there you have that. I feel like I'm going to sneeze at any minute now. So brace yourselves for that. Congressman, however you say that, Big Bike, says the USA will be buying 1 million Bitcoin. Not $1 million, 1 million Bitcoin very soon. It's coming. Okay. Fidelity tells institutions to buy Bitcoin if they can't match Bitcoin's 65% return on capital. And that's why Michael Saylor says there is no second best. There is Bitcoin, and there is nothing else, because there's no other asset that gets that kind of returns. Sorry to tell you. So you need to step it up. All right. Adam Black says $100,000 is way too cheap, and that Bitcoin gets between 500,000 and 1 million during this cycle. I don't know. Oh, that video, that Crypto Crow video that I told you guys, I finished it last night. Where is it at? Cardano price prediction. I'm going to put another link to this, because back here, he lays it all out on the line, talking about market caps and whatnot. So you need to go and watch this video. Invite is invalid, really? Huh. That's the link I've been posting everywhere. Let me see. I wonder, let me see if I could put up a Let's see what I can do here. I'm still new at this. Copy link. Let me try and put this. Am I watching my own video? I'm not. Where am I? Where am I? Let's drop this in the chat. Can I not chat? Why can't I chat? What is this? Oh, that's my other video. This is this video. Let's drop this in the chat. Oh, it's a different, what the heck? Okay, it's a different link. That's weird. Okay, anyway, try that one instead. Let me pin that one instead. That's my other account. Replace pin message. All right, try that. I'm gonna have to post a new link everywhere, I guess. Let me know if that works for you. But you all need to go watch this this Crypto Crow video. It really blew my mind. I told you it was going to, and I was like, it's gonna blow my mind, and it did. All right, I gotta blow my nose real quick. I'm gonna put the microphone down here for a second. I'll be right back. All right. Hey, he got it. All right. So you've been watching something that is kind of exciting. We have so much excitement going on. This is what a bull market should feel like. So I don't know what exactly they're doing, whether they're spraying it or pressure washing it or what. I don't know what they're doing to the thing, but this is a burger press. Okay. You should go to Steak and Shake on Friday because they're gonna start selling burgers that are branded with a Bitcoin, and you can pay Bitcoin for a burger at Steak and Shake starting on Friday. So I'm gonna make a little video about that. I don't know, could I go live? I could probably go live from Steak and Shake from my phone. That would be wild. What do you think of that? Drop me a like if you want me to go live from Steak and Shake in my hometown and buy a Bitcoin burger with Bitcoin. I think that would be kind of exciting. I was just gonna make a video about it, but I think it would be cool to go live. I don't know, let me know. It would have to be, it would be after school, so it would be like 4 or 5 o'clock. Yeah, that'd be kind of fun. All right, Bitcoin is the first new macro asset to be birthed, trading at scale in 150 years. That's crazy. I was chatting to a global macro fund this week. The consensus was most people just don't realize how big of a deal this is. It's about to get much bigger. So that's interesting. Agricultural commodities have been around for 6,000 years. Or 8,000 years. Gold has been around, oh come on, it's gotta be more than that. Gold has been around for 5,000 years approximately. Currencies, fiat currencies, have been around since 700 BCE. Not a market cap, but massive economic impact. First coins in Lydia. Equities, stocks, that would be the Dutch East India Company, and the tulip craze, if you know anything about the stock market, 1600s. The bonds were 1693, real estate approximately 1800, that's crazy. Energy commodities like oil, 1859, and cryptocurrency, 2009. So that's very exciting. I'm just gonna change, I just feel like it's time to change the music. Let's just change some music here. All right, so let's just do a couple more. Speaking of, I don't know, burgers or whatever, I'm getting hungry, it's time for dinner. All right. So Senator Lummis, she is like the crypto senator. I don't know what state she's from. I'll have to look that up. Where is it? Does it say here? Nope, it doesn't. Senator Cynthia Lummis. But she is spearheading all this crypto stuff. She urges the US Treasury to eliminate taxes on unrealized gains for Bitcoin and crypto. Get rid of all taxes while you're at it, please. This is a tariff economy now. Michael Saylor says, soon every billionaire will buy $1 billion of Bitcoin, and the supply shock will be so great that we will stop measuring Bitcoin in terms of fiat. That's what I've been saying. That's what I'm looking forward to. When we ditch the dollar and we go to the Satoshi standard. Satoshi standard. Are you ready? Pack your bags. I hope you're ready, because ready or not, here it comes. You'll be measuring your wealth in Satoshis. A couple more, I'm gonna check in on my node here. Corporate Bitcoin purchases have now outweighed the supply of new Bitcoin by 3.3x in 2025. So this is how much the corporate holdings are, and this is how much the BTC supply is. So do you see what we're talking about? I think you do. I think everybody in here does, but we need to get the word out to the people who don't see this. The people who don't know what we know. Because this is an echo chamber. It's very easy to get stuck in the echo chamber. But that's why number 4 on my list of things that you need to do is share this video with the people who don't know what we need to do. Well, it's all right. You're in this chat. That's all that matters, Chris. Ooh, you should have seen. So now I know you're a chef. I gotta share my lovely chef escapades with you, sir. I don't do this very often. I've been on a protein kick, right? I've been trying to eat just protein. For lunch, I have just steak. I slice it up and I air fry it, and that's it, to heat it up at school. But I was at Sam's Club and I saw these beautiful salmon steaks, and I was like, I need to get me some of those. So that's what I made for dinner last night. And I got some leftovers tonight. I made me some rice. I didn't get an after view. I grilled them up. Oh, they were so good. Anyway, that was good. I love salmon. All right, just in. Dubai becomes the first country. You love salmon? Oh, awesome, man. Me too. Dubai becomes the first government to accept Bitcoin and crypto in the Middle East. Okay, is it just me, or does that guy look like Ringo Starr? I think that's weird. That looks like Ringo Starr in a hijab or something. Not a hijab, whatever that thing's called for the men. That's kind of funny. Ringo Starr, what are you doing in the UAE? All right, this is hilarious. As the saying goes, first they ignore you, then they laugh at you, then they fight you, and then they add you to the S&P 500 or something like that. That's what Coinbase says. And they say thank you to everyone who made it possible for a crypto company to join the S&P 500 for the first time in history. Ooh, asparagus, chives, fried potatoes with thyme, oregano, minced garlic, and of course, onions. I was cooking it. I'm taking a picture of that because I need a good recipe. I was cooking it and I was like, man, I'm just so boring. I just cook it and I eat it, and I put some seasoning on, but I'm like, what do I season it with? You know, that's good. I like that. I love asparagus. I don't love what it does to my bodily functions afterwards, but you know, it's whatever. Part of the price you gotta pay. Anyway, so do you guys know, this is obviously a meme, but do you know this guy? Yeah. Vitas. Oh, you couldn't hear that. Vitas was such a vibe, early 2000s vibe. I had a student a couple years ago, my very first year teaching, came up to me, right? I'm so glad I could remind you, because I went through a little phase. He was way ahead of his time. Obviously, you could tell by his outfit there and his lovely dancing style. And he's got an incredible vocal range, so I won't even go down the rabbit hole. This is not my music channel, Maybe I'll talk about him on my music channel, but he was way ahead of his time. I had a student remind me about him, and I was like, oh my God, I forgot about Vitas. Anyway, let's move on. Real estate investors are slowly waking up. Some are quietly selling properties they've held for decades. Not for cash, not for gold, for Bitcoin. This isn't a trend, it's a rotation. Here's why the shift will only accelerate. And it's a thread, and I'm not gonna go through all that, but that's a cool AI picture right there. So yeah, things are moving. This is going to be the most wild bull market that we've ever seen. Drop it in the chat. How many bull markets have you been through? This is my second. This is my second bull market, and I'm so excited. Mexican billionaire. Oh yeah, Chris. Popping that Bitcoin bull market cherry. Here we go. Mr. Butters. So Mexican billionaire Ricardo Salinas shares portfolio, his portfolio. 70% Bitcoin, 30% gold. And I'm here for that. That's pretty cool. No bonds, no stocks. Buy the Bitcoin dip, think 10 years because it's a limited asset. Well, that's exciting. What am I hearing? Okay. Well, that's really exciting. You got in at a great time. What was your entry price? Would you get in at like 70,000, 80,000 as it started to go up? Okay, I haven't watched this yet, but looks like it goes into some detail there. I'm not ready to watch a 5-minute video on my stream, but let's move on. You can check that out. That is the Bitcoin Therapist on X. I have something else to kind of show you. Let me finish a couple of things here. Okay, so this is the saddest stat in Bitcoin. Businesses. So this is the change in Bitcoin ownership. People are selling, businesses are buying. I'm not selling, I'm buying, right? Funds and ETFs are buying, others are buying, governments are kind of buying, but like, look at this. Once this shifts up, like once that skyrockets, man, this is gonna get crazy. I don't think anybody truly understands how crazy this is gonna be. Rule number 1 of Bitcoin, don't tell anyone how much Bitcoin you have. What's rule number 2? Let's find out what some people have said in that. What is rule number 2? Put it in cold storage now. Yeah, basically. Good idea. Be irresponsibly long on Bitcoin. Then add a sprinkle of MSTR. Nah, don't worry about that. Rule number 2. I don't know who that is, but she's cute. This is how my Bitcoin in cold storage looks at me. That's cute. Who is that? Wow. Hey man, you know what? Like I said, that's gonna be something. I must live under a rock. I have no idea who that beautiful woman is. Nope, I don't know who that is. I don't even know who that is when you told me. I do live under a rock. It's called a piano. JP Morgan settles its first transaction. Muy Grande? The big piano rock that I live under? JP Morgan settles its first transaction on a public blockchain using Chainlink and Ondo. We talked about that in our news. To move tokenized treasuries beyond its private network. So that's cool. You might want to consider getting into Ondo. I have a couple of Chainlink, but I do have a bunch of Ondo. I heard about that one a long time ago. So you might want to consider that. All right, yeah, I thought I had this one in there already. So we'll get rid of that. I don't need that bookmark twice. All right, and so that's the one we were at yesterday. All right, let's check in. One last little thing here. I hope I got you with this. I hope I got you with a little troll there. So let's check in. Oh, we're getting so freaking close. Let me reload this just in case. We are getting so close. So maybe tomorrow I'll be able to install some apps on my node. But what I was looking at, let me show you what I did this morning. Okay, yep, 90%. It's just syncing. It's getting so close. This has been literally a week in the making here. Not to mention the couple of days that I was doing it and it was just not reading my external storage device. All right, so this is my Umbral node. And so I clicked on, was it this? I clicked on the App Store here. And let's see, where was it? What the heck? I don't know. But there was something about, oh, here it is. Noster Relay, Noster. So this is a Noster Relay, and that's what I got on this morning. I think I sent something in the chat. I'm just gonna install this. Let's see if I can do that while the other thing's doing it. Should be fine. Not running. Okay, anyway, so Noster, can you hear me? I think my microphone turned away from that face. I know, I need to figure out what's going on with my volume. Is that better? I'm sorry. Remember guys, we are on the ground floor. I know, I'm aware. That sounds way loud. It sounds like I'm distorted now. I don't know what's going on. I got everything turned all the way up. I am aware. Oh, don't worry. Is it loud? I just want to know if it's loud enough for you. Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry. I noticed that. I'm trying to figure it out. I don't know what it is. I think it might be the mic. Like if I... But unfortunately... Oh, the mic battery is yellow. I don't know what that means. Yellow instead of green. Maybe it's dying. But I hope this sounds better. So, Noster... No, you're fine. You're fine. I need to know these things. That's why you are here. So I got on an app this morning after I saw this Noster Relay, and it says connect Damus, Amethyst, or any Noster client. And so I was like, okay, I've heard about Noster. Okay, that's good. So I heard about Noster, but I didn't take the step to get into it yet. And so what I did this morning was I got on Noster. I downloaded, let me just put this back on my collar. I downloaded, what was it? Damus. Damus is on iOS and Amethyst is on Android. And so I downloaded this and I made my HODL Harmony channel on Noster, and basically it's like an open source X. So it's a social media platform. It looks a lot like X, it acts a lot like X, but you can actually tip people with Satoshis. So I have to like link it with a Lightning wallet, which I have not had any luck with a Lightning wallet. So I don't know. I'm gonna figure that out. But this is kind of the future. And so Noster, if you host your Noster, I'm sorry, I'm tired. It basically backs up all your information and you are self-sovereign with your own social media, basically. And then if you use something like Tails, then you can access it anywhere, right? Oh, look at that, you can run. Oh, I have this. This is what I was talking about way back when I was talking about hosting your own AI. This is what I use, Open Web UI. So you basically, you download and install these things with Ollama, and then Open Web UI is how you interact with it. But, you know, I haven't checked in on it in maybe a couple of months. That was probably during December when I was playing with that. But I'm having a good old time with Grok, and I'm not really changing. But there's all kinds of little apps, you know. I can run a Lightning node. There's all kinds of things in here. Tailscale, this is how you access this from away from your home network and things like that. Investment tracker, there's all kinds of stuff. We'll play with this as we go, but yeah, don't download this one. That's the Bitcoin Core. You want to get the Bitcoin Nuts. I'm gonna get this because that's the thing that I was viewing my mempool. Remember my mempool? Okay, so I'll take a look at this, but it looks like tomorrow I should be able to get back on my node and install Ooh, let me see if I can do that. The public pool. Whoa, buddy. Whoa, buddy. There it is. So this is how I was able to solo mine. I mean, I'm itching to get back into solo mining. It's been a while. Yeah, look at that. Okay, so I have that. It looks like it's just gonna work, which is great. All right, we're getting ready to get back into it here, folks. So anyway, again, I'm on headphones and I'm talking quiet. That's how it goes. So I'm gonna try not to do that. All right, so I think that will about do it. Where are we at? What time are we at? Oh, we just got a new candle. Let's go check that before I leave. There's my mempool. Let me get that installed. All right. Install Bitfeed. All right, let's look at this new candle. Let's see what happened here. Are we up? Are we down? Oh, what's happening? It's loading up. What do you think? Up or down? Up or down? Up or down? Looks like, let's look at our volume here. I might have to reload this page. Looks like we're heading up. That's my initial instinct based off of this here. So let's see what happens. Are we up? Are we up? Oh, we are up. Look at us go. So again, remember, midnight is a good time for things. The other side of the world, we may be sleeping, but there's a whole nother side of the world over there, and they are just in the middle of their day, or waking up or whatever. So hopefully you like the new expanded view, the background view, the forward view. We're cooking with gas, and I've got some lovely salmon and rice to go eat, and I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna go to sleep. And I got another concert tomorrow night at school, another middle school that I'm hosting, and it's gonna be fun, and I'll be on after that. So I should be home probably about 8, so I'll come on about 8:30. But if you're in the Discord, you will get the notification, so make sure you hop on there. I got that pinned comment, which is my link that I need to make sure works properly. Oops, let me scroll up so I can get that. There we go. Let me take that. Oh, can I not? I'm gonna click on that and bring it out there. Are you sure you want to leave YouTube? Yes, of course I'm sure. So anyway, oh, there we go. Look at that. Okay, so I'm gonna copy that and paste that everywhere. All right, you guys, it's been great. Let's sign off. Let me put on some signing off music. I forget, like, I don't know if it bothers you, but I just vibe to the same thing for a long time. That's just kind of how music goes. But anyway, let's put on this one. This is my new favorite. Alrighty. Turn it up just a bit. Alrighty. Let me make sure I speak nice and loud into the microphone. This has been a Wednesday market update daily edition of HODL Harmony, where I, Tom Durante, the Maestro, am your guide. That's my other channel. Your guide to all things crypto, where the beat of the blockchain meets the rhythm of riches. Are you riding this crypto wave with me? I hope you are. I hope your bags are packed and ready to go, because we are off and rolling, my good friends. So please, make sure you do a couple of things for me. Oh yeah, catch you in the Discord. I'm always watching that stuff, and I'm usually up pretty late, much to the chagrin of my body, but that's okay. I still feel pretty young and I can handle it. So hop in the Discord, join the after party. Eventually we'll have to do some like audio calls and hangouts and stuff like that. Maybe weekend editions or something like that. Maybe we'll do some off hours gaming and things like that. And just a quick little update. I did get back into Cornucopias, and it was a miserable experience. So maybe on Friday or something, after I get home from my burger escapades, I will update you on that. And maybe we'll take a little stroll through the world of Cornucopias, because it's a beta. It's still constantly evolving. They're coding it and updating all these things, and my character got wiped, and that's just apparently what's gonna happen until it releases. So I was like, oh well, that's really unfortunate. But I think everything is still linked up to where like my NFTs are still tied to my account, so like I have them. So anyway, I'm gonna hook up my Lace wallet to this so that we can start looking into some Cardano things. I'm gonna hook that up and get that all figured out. But anyway, I hope you have a great night. Thank you for joining me on this Wednesday edition of HODL Harmony, where the beat of the blockchain meets the rhythm of riches and the crypto wave and all of that good stuff. So please do a couple of things for humanity. Number one, be nice to yourself, the person in the mirror. That's really the only person who matters. Number two, be nice and courteous to other people. Number three, be so generous to all earthlings, big and small. Number four, stay hydrated. Your body is mostly water. You need to get your daily dose. If you want to help out the channel, things you can do for the algorithm, please hit the like button, smash the subscribe button, poke the notification bell, and most importantly, share this video with your friends and your family. We need to get the word out to the people who don't know what we know, who don't think like we think. That's our mission. And then the other thing that you should do for crypto is start using it. Don't just hodl it. This is HODL Harmony. Thank you, sir, for being a part. Hopefully your timeout on Discord is over and you can join the conversation, join the after party. That's so awesome. I'm very glad that everybody's in here. This is great. The last thing that you should do for me and for you, I didn't mean to rhyme, but I did. Have a great night. See you next time.